Welcome to the Explore Real Estate Show. I am James Boslaw, your Fredericksburg area realtor and vacation rental investor. And this show is all about real estate in the Fredericksburg area, the Fawn Lake Community, and the vacation rental space. I help people buy and sell homes because I believe that everyone should grow their wealth as they live in or own a home that they love. I also believe that everyone should feel confident when buying or selling a home, and confidence comes when you are well educated and informed. And that's what this show is all about. Enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Explore Real Estate Show, where in today's episode, I'm going to go over the real estate statistics for the Fawn Lake community in the year of 2025. So we're going to take a look at all 12 months in 2025 compared to all 12 months of 2024. And as we do that, it will give us a really good idea of where the real estate market has been in the Fawn Lake community for the year of 2025, which will give us an even better understanding of where the market will be going as we enter into 2026. So I'm going to dive right into the episode. There's some great data here that I want to share with you, and we'll go over that together. First, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the overall sold dollar volume in the Fawn Lake community for 2025. It is down by about 2% compared to 2024. So a little bit less overall movement in 2025 than in 2024, but just minimally. We're talking about 2% difference. As far as the average sold price in the Fawn Lake community, that is up 3%. Now, you might be asking, okay, if it's up 3%, then what is the average sold price for Fawn Lake in 2025? Well, the average sold price in Fawn Lake for 2025 is $994,000. So we are just shy of $1 million being the average sales price for a home in Fawn Lake. Once again, that is a 3% increase from the previous year of 2024. Now, the median sold price is actually up 1% from in 2025 compared to 2024. So the median sold price is $885,000 in 2025. And what this tells us is something that I've been kind of suspicious of for the entire year, and this data actually confirms it, is that the homes that are listed for a higher price in our community are selling for quite a bit more than they have in the years past. We had some very large acquisitions, especially on waterfront properties, and properties that have more acreage. So the homes that have sold in that upper $1 million range, lower $2 million range, those homes had a significant impact on the average sales price for homes here in Fawn Lake. We are seeing a little bit of a different story for homes that are listed on the lower end for Fawn Lake. Those homes are actually selling for a little bit less than what they have sold for in the years past. And so we are seeing that homes on the higher end are selling for quite a bit more. Homes on the lower end are selling for quite a bit less. But both the average sales price and the median sales price are both up for 2025. So we are seeing that there's a tale of two markets here in the Fawn Lake community. However, as a whole, the values are remaining strong, and we are not seeing them go down. For the most part, we are seeing them go up, both the average and the median sales price. Now, once again, every home is different. The homes that are being sold on the kind of lower end here in Fawn Lake, many of those homes are going down in value from a year ago. But once again, we'll be tracking that very, very closely over the course of the next few months. As far as overall units sold, that is actually down just slightly by about 6% in 2025 versus 2024. What that means is that there were 70 homes sold in 2025 versus 75 homes that sold in 2024. Now, as far as average days on market goes, that is just a little bit less in 2025 versus 2024. The average days on market for a home in the Fawn Lake community before it goes under contract is 33 days. And so it's taking about a month for a home to be on the market before it gets sold on average. As far as the average sold price to the original list price, and this is something that's really, really important to track, we see that the average sold price is 97% of what the original listing price is. What that means is that buyers are purchasing homes for 3% less than what they were originally listed for. Now, in 2024, it was 98% original or average sales price to original list price. So what we are seeing is that from 2024 to 2025, we're seeing buyers are increasingly getting homes for a little bit more under what the asking price is. So 3% less than what a home is listed for is quite significant. And so that just goes to show us that buyers are starting to have more and more leverage as they purchase homes in Fawn Lake. Now, sales prices are still going up, but many sellers in Fawn Lake are listing their homes for more than what they go under contract and what they sell for. And that is something that is important to note. As far as how homes are acquired in Fawn Lake, the most popular way is still a conventional loan. Matter of fact, out of the 70 homes sold, half of them, 35 of them, were sold with a conventional loan. The second most popular way homes are acquired in Fawn Lake is cash. We had 17 homes close with cash being the method of acquisition. The third most popular way that homes are acquired in Fawn Lake is VA loans, and we had 16 homes sold using a VA loan. So conventional, cash, and VA are the top three ways that homes are acquired in the Fawn Lake community. Regarding the month supply, we currently see that as of December of 2025, there is a 4-month supply of demand here in the Fawn Lake community. Now, the 5-year average is 3.7 months. So what we're seeing is that the current demand is pretty on par with what the 5-year average is here in the Fawn Lake community. What does that mean? It means the current number of listings as of the recording of this episode is 17 homes. And of those 17 homes, only one home is a new construction home. And I think that that's really important to note because we have had several builders in here building on empty lots, and that has had an impact on the demand and supply in our community. And now that that has slowed down, it's going to be really interesting to track where the inventory goes as we head into 2026. But my suspicion is that that's going to put a pinch on inventory, and what we're going to see is that the supply will go down again. And if that happens, then what we could see, if the supply goes down and the demand stays the same or increases, what we could see is some more appreciation as we go into 2026. So once again, these are my thoughts on what could happen as I take a look at what has happened, and we will be tracking this every month to see if that will come true or not. So as always, it's really important that I take the time to inform you with what's going on in the Fawn Lake community as far as real estate goes, so that you are informed and aware, and that way you can make the best decisions for you and your family. If you or someone that you know is looking to buy or sell a home, please contact me. I will answer any questions that you have. You can find me at rockwiserealty.com, and Emily and I will get back to you as soon as we can, answer any questions that you might have. But we definitely want to get with our clients, get ahead of the spring market that's ahead of us, so that we can leverage the current market for our clients' benefit. So it's never too soon to reach out. We are here to serve, but that is what's going on in the Fawn Lake community for 2025, and we'll be watching very closely with where it's going for 2026. So we'll keep you informed on that. Well, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful week, and we will see you on the next episode.